a copy scene is something that, that you can use your camera for in order to document, as a scanner, for example, to take pictures of old photographs, or say you're in the library and you need to take a picture of a book that you're reading. Using this copy scene is very helpful. Let me show you how to set up your camera for this. Basically, it's very similar to most other pictures. First thing, set your mode dial to P for program. This will allow you the flexibility needed to have access to the other settings. Go ahead and press the on button. Now press the function button to access the function menu. And let's quickly walk through the different functions available. ISO is currently set to 50. If you are able to bring whatever it is you're taking a picture of outdoors and put it in a shady spot, then 50 is exactly what you want. If you do find yourself indoors and there isn't a whole lot of light, then you may need to increase this setting even up to 400 in some cases. Again, in this case, it's more for documentary purposes, so a little bit of image noise is really shouldn't bother us at all. So I'm going to stick to 50, assuming I can bring this old photograph or whatever it is, this document, outdoors or provide it with enough light. Go ahead and go down. Now again, if I am outdoors, daylight is just fine. If I'm indoors, then set the white balance according to the kind of light being used inside. You can scroll through these different options to see which is the best, which gives you the best results on the back of the screen. I'm just going to stick to daylight for now. Okay, let's keep going down. The drive mode is set to single shot, which is fine. The effect is turned off, which is great. The flash is turned to 0. For the most part, the camera will probably be very, very close to the subject, whatever document it is that you're photographing, so you don't want to use the flash. It may be too strong, and you won't see the detail in the document. So I would say don't use the flash, which means this function is irrelevant. Go ahead and go down. Metering mode is set to evaluative, which is great. So let's go ahead and press the function button again to escape the function menu. Now my flash is turned off. You can see that by the no flash icon. If yours is not turned off, I would highly recommend turning it off by pressing the up navigation button or the flash button until you see that no flash icon. So now I know the flash is not going to be used. And lastly, because I am focusing on something very, very close, I'm going to need to use the macro mode. So go ahead and press the down navigation button to access the macro setting. And this will allow me to focus on something very close. Now, what you're going to want to do when focusing on close subjects is zoom all the way out. So with your zoom lever, just push that in this direction to zoom all the way out, and then you can physically get closer with the camera to the subject. So as opposed to zooming in and backing away, you need to zoom out and physically get closer. Make sure you don't get too close, because then you may block light that can be actually very valuable. So at this point, go ahead and press the shutter button halfway. See if your shutter speed is not too slow, because I'm assuming this is going to be a handheld picture. You're not going to be using a tripod. If you can use a tripod and you need to use a tripod, go for it. That's fine. But if you're in a situation where you don't have a tripod with you, just make sure that number is above 1/60th of a second. If it is not, it means that there isn't enough light, and you're going to have to increase the ISO. So release the button, press the function button, go on up to ISO, and go ahead and increase that to 200 or even 400 if it's really very, very low lighting where you happen to be. And then just press the function button again to escape. Press the shutter button once more. As you can see, now I'm at 1/800. That's much, much faster. In your case, if you're anywhere near 1/60th, that's fine. Go ahead and take the picture. If you're not, it's still too slow. You can try and take the picture anyway. It certainly isn't going to harm anything. If you need to use the flash, go ahead and turn that on, but I would recommend accessing the flash compensation as I specified before. I'll show you how to do that real quick. Press the function button, go down to the flash compensation. If you absolutely have to use the flash, go ahead and turn that all the way down. Press the left navigation button, turn that all the way down to -2, and this way it shouldn't be too powerful. So try those tricks, and good luck.